Hello, Hurricane fans. We welcome you to the Storm Dome here this afternoon. I'm joined by the head women's basketball coach, Coach Britsky. The Lady Canes off to a tremendous start in their 14-15 campaign. 9-3, 3-2 in conference play, but it should be noted our opponents that we've lost to in conference are a combined 10-0, 26-2 overall. So we've lost to some pretty good teams in conference, and I think based on our 70-66 setback, if you will, to Columbus State the other night, we've proven the Lady Canes can play with just about anybody in the conference, and we should maybe be in the discussion of one of the top teams in the league this year. But anyway, Coach, congratulations. Your thoughts on how things have gone through so far to this point of the season?
I mean, we're really happy where we are. Of course, we've had some tough disappointments along the way, but we've played really good competition from day one, and our losses that we have are against not just conference but out of conference, are against teams that are ranked in the country. And when you are playing and competing against teams like that, and you can fine tune and fix some things, we're happy to where we're going to be going, and excited to see if we can't make some noise.
Good leadership on the and veteran leadership on the Lady Canes this year. Several seniors on the squad. Talk to me about some of their roles, some your top performers so far on the court this year. Give me a little bit about them and some good things that you've seen out of them to this point in the season.
Yeah, we actually have 5 seniors this year, and all 5 play a very important role. Whether they're on the court or not, they're very vocal leaders. So we have, Denisha Green, who is a 5th-year senior, who's our point guard or 2 guard. And she's injured right now, came out the last 2 games. That's kind of hurt us. But she is a ball of fire. She's a defensive, just guru, I guess you would say. Can score at any time and really kind of glues us together. Then you've got like Tiara Thompson, who plays a 4 or 5 for us. She's a 3 threat. She leads us in scoring most nights. Is a double threat on the boards when she really gets busy, and is a kid that we will put on the best player a lot of times defending. So there's times that she goes away offensively, but it's because she's really working her tail off on the other side of the floor. Then you have Shatoria Scoop Hudson, that can change a game in 2 seconds flat when she really gets hot. She could come out and get on a streak where she could just really turn a game around. You got Shanidra Lockett, or Nene. Nene is a scoring threat. She was an athletic kid out there. She can out-jump and outplay most people. She's fun to watch. She gets to the goal, can shoot the 3. So you really have some great seniors. And then you have Cabrina Merriweather, who doesn't maybe play as much on the floor, but is a huge, outstanding leader, and really kind of is smart, has that coach's mentality that really sees some things that help us off the court as well.
That kind of leads me to just an overall question as far as to this point in the season. Who would you say has kind of been the biggest surprise, whether it's a senior or not? Who's been the biggest surprise that you has maybe stepped forward a little bit more than you had anticipated, and you're glad, of course, to see that happen?
I don't know that anybody's a true surprise, but really have had some kids that have stepped up and started, maybe developing faster than we thought they would. One young lady is Cabria Brown, or Bree Brown as we call her. Bree went out as a freshman last year early in the season and tore her Achilles. Just a tremendous accident. Has really come on in truly her freshman season and has started really figuring it out. And we just can see the future in her and what she can do, and she's playing some really big parts with that. Our transfer, Ivana Dunkley, she has come in, and she can light it up when she's hot. She went off the other night on Georgia College, and nobody saw it coming. And we're just trying to get her to do that consistently at night. But she, with her and Lockett kind of playing together, there's a little give and take there. I almost need that 6th person on the floor sometimes because we are so deep and we have some kids that can really play. Dimp Armstrong, she's come in and she's playing the 2 and the 1 for us and has done a great job. So we just had a lot of kids, and Keith, when you go as deep as we have, every night it might be a different kid that steps up. And if you look at our high scores, it varies a lot every game.
Sure has, yeah. And we talked a little bit about the leadership as far as on the floor with your players, but how about maybe an unsung leader or hero that's been with you from day one? Talk to me a little bit about Coach Kelly Turman. I know she's kind of behind the scenes, and she's been right there with you from the get-go. And how has having her been a part of your staff for so long served as such a good benefit for your program?
If I could keep her forever, I would. Let me tell you, she's fantastic. She works with our guards a lot, with the day-to-day drilling and that kind of thing. But when you have an assistant coach that stays with you so long, it's nice because you kind of can think for each other. During the game, she knows exactly when to, tell me something, not tell me something, settle me down, not settle me down. And she's really good with working with the girls. Her communication with the girls is really good. They, trust her, can come to her, and you need that in an assistant coach. Because a lot of times I don't want to talk to the head coach because she's one making the decisions. Yeah. So having that and the trust level, I learned a long time, Keith, if you do not trust your assistant coaches, it's not a good situation. And I trust Kelly with my life. And that's, you got the Kelly squared going on, and hopefully we can keep it going for a long time.
Absolutely. And if you look in so far, again, with this tremendous start, is there one either moment, game, sequence of events where if you could just go back and maybe do something a little bit different, tweak something, a certain play, a certain something that came out, if you could have a redo with another team or a game perhaps that would, well, if there was one item that you could choose, one on the wish list, what would that be?
Well, we have 3 losses? Okay, I got 3 different things. No, I mean, in every game, of course we're still, hurting a little bit over Columbus State, and, there's several things that I would change down the road. The big thing against Columbus State is, in a given time where they were shooting free throws, we allowed them to get some rebounds and score off their own free throws, which should never happen in our game. Johnson C. Smith, we went out and jumped on a team and got up on them like 23-4 or something like that, and let them come back, and we got shook mentally. Okay. But I think all those different types of things that happen to you are learning experiences, and hopefully are going to help us down the road. We haven't been in that winning situation with a lot of these girls, so they're learning how to win. They're learning how to be winners and remember that they can win. We are doing a job right now of saying, look, guys, you can beat anybody in the country if you want to, but you have to believe it. And so that's kind of what we're working on right now.
That's great. And for those that maybe haven't caught the Lady Canes play, it's very explosive at offense. There's been times where, just from me watching from afar, the game will be even or tight, or the other team may have had their little run and come back a little bit. But just like that, the Lady Canes can make it a tie game to a double-digit lead. And so I would encourage anybody that hasn't had a chance to watch the Lady Canes to come out and come to the arena and catch a home game. Follow them online. As we look ahead, Saturday you go to Young Harris and take on the Mountain Lions up there before you come back home on Wednesday to face off against Flagler. 5:30 start for the Lady Hurricanes. As things go forward, any other thoughts to this point in the season that comes up? I don't need for you to go in any particular scouting report at this point. We don't want to give away any secrets, but as you look ahead, what's some short-term goals for the team maybe in the upcoming weeks?
I think that we just want to continue to be explosive on offense. I think that's really big. We're very good defensively, I think. And that oftentimes kind of spurs on our offense, and we get those runouts, we get those nice plays that everybody gets excited about, the fans go crazy about. We just want to continue building on that. It's important that we take care of home games. That's why that loss at Columbus State still stings, because to win on the road in the Peach Belt is tough. So we want to get all our home games taken care of, and then steal those along the way on the road. So we've been home a lot. We go up to Young Harris, which is a tough place to play. They're not we're not their favorite team coming in the first place, so that we really need to get out there and get that win on the road, and then come home to Flagler and like I said, keep that restart that winning streak at home and keep it going. Great.
Well, Coach, good luck on the road. Good luck the rest of the way in the upcoming weeks. We hope to speak with you again soon. And again, if you haven't had a chance to catch the Lady Canes, make sure you come out to the arena. They are back home in the Storm Dome on Wednesday, January 14th, 5:30 start against Flagler. You can always go online, gswcanes.com, to get your information and follow the Lady Canes. And again, Coach, congratulations on a successful start.
Thank you.
And we hope to speak with you more as the season goes on.
Thank you. I appreciate it.